Hello and welcome back to the Clifftop Tower district in Shan, scene of the new Illithid content. We have a couple of the quests already released here, of which I was hoping to bring you the first one. Our little group ran through these first two for the first time today. A lot of firsts in there. I had plenty of fun discovering them and plenty of deaths as well, but we did get to the end of both. Some found some nice loot and we all got a few of these cards for the new deck creating system. So here's hoping one day the lottery is kind to us. I thought today I might try and show you the first quest that was opened, the Pilgrims Peril. This one essentially is about identifying three key types of opponent. The shield bringer, is it? Shield giver. And you can easily tell if one of those is present in a group, as the fiery shield of invulnerability is over the top of the other opponents. The life giver, as the name suggests, can bring allies back from the dead. Again, it's easy to see if there's one of those present, because rather than dying and fading off the map, the opponents will simply fall on the floor and there's still a circle around them indicating they can be rezzed. And then there is the wound mender, as the name suggests, an AoE healer, so definitely worth getting rid of all three of those if you can. There is an order as well to pay attention to. Generally the shield one first, because that shields everything else from being killed by you, then the life giver, and then the wound mender, and then just get rid of your other trash as you see fit. Going to attempt to record this on my druid fools, see how we go on.
You have arrived at the Silver Flame Temple. You're here to look for your friend Salinas and gain her help in finding the hidden Illithid.
If you happen to be looking for one of the items from these quests, I think there are only a couple of named items dropping each one, and the drop rate seems pretty good. So the chances are, if you go in there with a decent sized group, you very likely will find whatever it is you're looking for. There won't be too much pain involved there. I would guess that the series of rings in particular will be of interest to some. The same effect as you can get from the Pomura's memento from the Hunt or Be Hunted raid, which I've never done. 5% extra crit chance for all spells, which is pretty awesome. Would be a lovely effect for my druid to have, but I can't really rejig all the gear. I'm just not into that. He's got like a settled end gear and that's it, so I will have to pass on those, but I certainly would love the 5 extra crit on everything. So if one day I manage to get a Pomura's memento, I will be slotting that into the gear somewhere. So things to remember: keep my displacement up from the heroic green steel cloaks I've got, to click for that, and keep the lightning, core lightning going. That's very nice in a confined space like this. Keep the crowd control down on the floor, because that lasts for ages in Elite and is very handy. Just try to identify these key targets as quickly as possible. The Templars, as I understand it, make targets around them stronger. Oh, think we've got some more coming. Yeah, lucky guess. You'll get a DM text to tell you when the wave is finished. Check in sort of hard to find places or out of the way, like the wound mender up at the top there, if you're looking for specific targets that you know are around but can't quite see. They're always sort of lurking around the backs of pillars and up on the top of the stage, out of the way of things. Get the displacement back. Oh, don't die! My word, that was a close call. Oh, shield giver is somewhere there. I thought we'd killed the shield one. No, we didn't. Somebody healed him, the buggers. Nearly died again. Oh, this is a bad run. I think it was being made so by my neglect to do the crowd control, because the crowd control keeps things down for such a long time, makes things so much easier. That was really bad, that. Okay, so this is the end fight in here, if you haven't played the quest yet. And these two sections both have waves of opponents plus puzzles to complete, which you need to complete in order to access the end area. So more of the same here. We're going to be faced with the special targets again. Shield one first, then the life one, and where is the Healy one? Okay, get the crowd control down and sort of center ourselves around that. I don't think it worked, did it? Okay, important to remember here, as with most of these things, but especially important here because it does hurt when you get it wrong. Don't involve the blue tiles. There's a light trap that goes off there if you do, and it's painful. It did kill one of our party members, in fact 2 of them. I've done that wrong again, haven't I? No? Okay. Happy days. Now this one, it's more about the puzzle in here. There's only one wave of opponents as I remember, and then you go straight into the puzzle. But we do still have to look out for the special targets. Got the life one. Where's the shield one? There. Okay. Should be good now. Let's sit around in our earthquake and let them come to us. Apart from you, because you just have to be awkward, don't you? Now, he did get tripped up though. I seem to remember about these psionics. Somebody said something about them being immune to certain crowd controls, like the colour spray and the greater shout. So we need to go with the burst of glacial or earthquake if we want to have joy with them. Right, noted. Any of you familiar with slave lords or Tethiamar? should be familiar with the relay mirror puzzles. Reasonably straightforward. That is an optional, which is well worth doing because it also gives cards towards the deck of many curses, and can give I've seen what is it, an augment of magical efficiency drop in there. So if you don't have magical efficiency 10% on your gear, that might be something you might like to have. It won't stack with anything you do have on your gear, I'm pretty certain of that, because it's the same type of bonus enhancement, but not such a bad one to find.
You hear a satisfying click from the direction.
Now this one, at least on my build, seems to be relatively straightforward. Just touch the orb, beat the boss, who is not too difficult and doesn't seem to hurt too badly. Maybe if I didn't have evasion on this character it might be a different story, I don't know. But at least for me, he's probably the easiest part of this entire quest. And keep him in the lightning. Nice little bonus cards there. I don't think I mentioned, did I, each quest, each of the 4 quests once they're revealed, will have its own particular card that it drops most of. So this one is the accursed deck. Can I just show my bag? So that's why we've got more of those than anything else. I think the other one is the uncanny. We can actually make a deck out of those that we've got. So maybe if I don't get horrible lag or something terrible happens to us in between now and the end, maybe I could try. I've no idea how you go about. Do you have to go somewhere to make the card, or... I guess we'll find out. Okay, let's get all the buffs back on. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll be trying to record the second one in the chain as well at some stage, so I can mention in there how we went on with the creating of a deck and applying it to the character's gear. I'll be absolutely delighted if we get anything usable. Judging by the number of different things that can appear, I think that's pretty doubtful, but you just never know. I'd be glad just to have had the chance to do one.
You open the door to the sanctum.
Okay, so first things first in here, we go and speak to Selimas, our friend from the Korthos Island tutorial. She will come to life and start attacking us along with a group of other things.
You hesitantly prepare yourself to fight her.
Get a ticking heal on ourselves. Shield bearer, you can go, please. Now let's throw the crowd control down, because we know that some of you folks are vulnerable to that. Trying to get rid of the wound mender up there. Now where is the life giver? Okay. are you doing, sir? Yeah, just got to remember to keep the ticking heals going, and we should be fine here. Can even make use of the hood and unrest, couldn't we? Except I pressed the wrong key. Okay, that should be that. Get the old displacement back on, which I totally should have had on before. Oh! Do you know, was that thing healing Selimas? I bet it was. I bet I've just made my life 10 times more difficult than it need have been. Silly bugger. Is there still something about? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think she's still getting healed now. Muppet. I'll just make sure we don't run out of mana. Not sure how many waves spawn in here. Okay, so there's a lever to the side of the door, which took me ages to find the first time around. And then the boss, Illithid, comes to say hello. I'm led to believe he can charm us or something if we stick around close to him, so I'm not gonna stick around too close to find out. Thankfully, he doesn't attack us at the same time as the minions down here. So all we have to do is look for the key ones. The wound mender there. Let's get the old earthquake down. Ah, we've got a shield keeper up there. Tried the finger of death, failed miserably. Oh, we've got a life giver somewhere in here. Where? There. So we want the shield one now. Yep. And now the wound one. See how long that crowd control has kept this lot occupied for. That's very nice. So yes, note to self, those psionics don't like the earthquake or the oh, he's back again. They don't like earthquake, and they don't like the grasping thorns, I think, either. Now he can drain your charisma, so I have oh, that's not good. Can we snap out of that? Yes, that's the Harper pin to our rescue. So we've got the second wave come up now. Shielder down. Wound mender, can we get rid of you? I bet there's a healer, life giver somewhere, isn't there? Yes, thought so. Not anymore, there ain't. Okay, get the crowd control down. That earthquake really is precious in here, isn't it? Okay, and I think it's time to be trying to get rid of our friend up at the top. Charisma damage, panacea again. Boom. Happy days.
The Mind Flayer falls to the ground with a thud, and you hear a gasp of recognition.
Okay. Go and see what's going on in the end chest. So this drops cards for the deck of many curses, and we've got a ring of unnatural accuracy. I think, I had one of those before, didn't I? I think I showed that in previous. Did I? No, maybe not. I think it was a recording I lost because of lack of sound. So now you've seen it. Nice item for any archer. I could maybe try and incorporate that onto my Archer Red. We'll see. A nice little haul of cards. I think you can get... that looks like a bit of a jackpot in terms of cards dropped. Look at that. 3 of each of the others and 12 of the accursed ones, which is the one for this this particular quest. And Facet of Condensed Power. I think that's the one I was talking about, isn't it? 10% bonus to spell point cost reduction. So if you don't have a spell point cost reducing item on your gear, then maybe that could be for you. Okay, more than happy with that. Until I find out the sound hasn't recorded or something daft, I will take my spoils away and try and make a deck out of it, and in a future episode I will relate the results. Thank you very much as always for looking. Have fun with the new content. I will speak to you soon. Take care.